Hey guys, welcome back to my now existing channel. I told you I was going to be coming back with an update video, and I wanted that update video to be the month update, and as you can see, it's been a month now. I want to narrow it down to the Galaxy versus the iPhone, things that I enjoy most. It could be the iPhone, it could be the Galaxy. Let's just get right into it. So if you guys have forgotten, I had the Galaxy S10 and I upgraded to the iPhone 14 Pro. The first video was actually kind of funny. I was very stressed. I kind of gotten used to it and it has served me a lot. It's actually way more smoother because now I can AirDrop to my iPad. Like I can get documents like this. I can even like receive phone calls on my iPad. Like it's crazy. It's just easier because they're both linked, you know? I have written a list comparing both of them, and at the end you'll see my winner. I'm not gonna have a biased opinion. I was a little bit biased in the last video because I was like, Galaxy's better, but you know what? After reviewing carefully both of them, I can already see lots of things. I mean, this isn't my first iPhone, but it's my first iPhone with new software, you know what I'm saying? So now I can compare it, and yeah, let's get right into it. First and foremost, we're gonna look at the camera section. The camera in the Galaxy S10 was really nice, and I loved it because it gave you that beauty effect in a way. It made your face really smooth, and I, over time, enjoyed that very smooth effect on the camera, because when you look at the iPhone's camera, it's very crisp, it's very textury, but it doesn't compare to this. I recently took a picture of my Samoyed, my dog. When I looked at the picture on my iPhone, I was like, why is it so textury? Like you can see all his curly hairs, and in this one it made him more smooth. I kind of like the way it made him look in the Galaxy. It kind of made him look a little bit like messy on the iPhone, and maybe that's how he looks in real life, right? But the people ain't gotta know. He's not a messy dog. He just has very curly hair, like our flyaways. He had a lot of flyaways. The Galaxy would hide it well, and the iPhone just didn't, which I guess the iPhone is rooting for more natural, and this one is rooting for more aesthetic. In that case, for the camera section, I'm gonna have to go with Samsung. I've looked at the iPhone 14's feature. I really love the action mode. I recently used it when I went on a run with my dog, and it was absolutely fantastic. Just looking at the camera, I'm gonna have to go with Samsung for that one. The next section is battery life. Right off the bat, I'm just gonna tell you that the winner is iPhone. I use my phone a lot because I'm a social media manager, and I remember every single time I would use my Galaxy, it would always die within 8 hours, and it would take a long time to charge, and I'm not sure why that is. I'm a really busy person, and I remember all the time my brother would be like, why aren't you responding? I'm like, oh, my phone died when I had my Galaxy. I have been using this for a long time, and it hasn't died on me. Like, I feel like it's just more efficient, and also to add on, it charges super quick. I left it charging for 30 minutes and already was on 46%, and I don't think that would be the case for the Galaxy, unfortunately. So in this section, the iPhone takes the win. The next section I'm going to review is the messages section. Believe it or not, I almost never use the messages in here because I've always used WhatsApp. I never really liked the aesthetic in the Galaxy just because a lot of my family were like iPhone users, and I loved how in the iPhone you can be able to heart or react to a message. It just had more creativity. Of course, the Galaxy had GIFs and everything like that, but then the iPhone started to incorporate that, and messages really needs to be more thought about in the Galaxy, make it more pleasant. I mean, of course you can add themes, but pretty much besides the themes, I wish it had more features like the iPhone. The iPhone has like reaction bubbles. It also puts the pictures in stacks. It adds effects like birthday effects. Like it just has so much more. I don't know, it's just not the same, unfortunately. So in that case, 100% I would have to go with the iPhone on that. The next section is the apps, and as I mentioned in the last video, apps on here were not the greatest. It never uploaded the quality really good. For some reason it would always lag. The animations started to become a bit slower, and I removed the animations. It just started to be very laggy. Instagram would be quick and everything, but if you're a Samsung user, you know that when you flip the camera it makes a little effect, like it adds like like something opening, like you could hear it. That's what makes it so slow, I think. If you know what I'm talking about, comment down below. But yeah, they don't really put much thought into Samsung apps, unfortunately. Like, they put more thought in the iPhones. Like, they're like, oh, it has Play Store, but it's like whatever. Developers need to put more into the Galaxy phones. That really bothered me when I was using it, because I feel like they just left us out, you know? Just for that reason, I'm gonna go with the iPhone. Developers think of iPhone users first when creating their apps, so that's why I would choose iPhone in this case. Next section is the keyboard section. Why do I have a keyboard section? I don't know. I actually prefer the keyboard in Samsung better. Samsung has options where you can split the keyboard, where you can adjust the keyboard, like make it bigger, make it smaller to your thumb. And I found that option like so cool. I don't know, it was just so fun using it. And then GIFs was always there no matter what. If you're on Instagram, like you would have the GIFs keyboard, everything like that, emojis. It had more fun stickers and everything. And then the iPhone is just a plain keyboard, like, and I respect that, right? But like, what if I want to edit the keyboard? Oh my gosh, about the clipboard. Oh my gosh. Samsung has a feature where you can look at your clipboard and all like the past copies you've made, like when you copy a text, you can find it. Whenever I try to look for a past copy, iPhone doesn't have that option and I have to go back and recopy it, and it's so annoying. I don't like that. It's just more adjustable, has more features. In that case, the Galaxy takes the win. Now let's go to the lock screen and home screen feature. Samsung has been known for its aesthetic, its various themes, and even though the iPhone stepped up on their lock screen and home screens, because now you can edit it, I just think that the Galaxy is the OG one. It has more experience, you know? Of course, the iPhone is slowly getting there, but I mean, you could always adjust your notification panel section, like change the color, change your text, like your messages. It lets you literally edit everything. And even like in your home screen, it allows you to stick the app on a section. On the other hand, the iPhone doesn't. It only allows you to put it in like box, and I don't like that, because sometimes like I had a design on my Galaxy where I put a box, skip like a section, and then put another box, and you could even like have another space just to look at the home screen. But in the iPhone, you can't look at the home screen, you can't slide. It's like not possible. What I enjoyed from the Galaxy's notification panel is it asks you to scroll twice. The first time it lets you see the time and everything, and the second time it shows you everything you need to know. I'm gonna give the win to Galaxy. Now I want to add like another section. This one is the dynamic island. The dynamic island is kind of a weird feature, just because like every time I screen record, just a huge black block pops up every single time. And like it's cool because it adds effects, it pops and everything. I don't like the animation stuff, that's why I'm not the animation type. The Samsung is a full screen. Literally the camera is on the side, so I don't have nothing here. When I screen record, it's just full. So that's a little bit of the difference. That's why I added that section, because I wanted to talk about like the physical appearance wise and things like that when you screen record and whatnot. So the win here, I'm gonna have to go with Samsung. Now we are moving into the settings aspect. I'll start with iPhone this time. iPhone has always been really good in updating their settings. It's very searchable and very equipped, easy to access, easy to maneuver. While actually the Galaxy has been troublesome for me, because when I first received it, I didn't know where to find anything. Placements were just kind of weird. The iPhone was a bit more organized. To add on to that, the iPhone had better privacy than Galaxy. Of course, now the Galaxy is slowly getting there, but it doesn't warn you as much as the iPhone do. Like the iPhone warns you, like now it even warns me about copy and pasting. It says, do you want to paste? I'm like, yeah, paste. And that's great because I've been scammed twice, and my sister told me that in the iPhone, when she went to the website that I got scammed on, that it warned her that it was a fake website, and mine didn't. And I mean, over the years, you've always heard iPhones are more safer than Galaxy. So for that reason, I'm gonna go with iPhone. Next one, accessibility. The iPhone's accessibility is basically that little toggle in the side where it has the flashlight, timer, calculator, camera, screen recording, and blah, blah, blah. I kind of like the fact that it's easy to access, you know, it's just in the corner. The Galaxies is actually easier to access too, with just like a swipe, everything is there. So that's not really like a big thing. I will say that it was hard to find the accessibility shortcuts section. Like when I first got the iPhone, it wasn't like the Samsung where when you scroll, it has a plus button, it tells you to add and it gives you options to add right away. iPhone, you had to find it in settings, and I'm like, wait, where even is that option? Low battery isn't even like connected to accessibility right away. You have to go add it. Everything was just easier. I could turn off, turn on. While in the iPhone, like if I want to search Wi-Fi's, I can't do that. Like I have to go into settings. But in the Galaxy, I would just scroll down, press Wi-Fi, click on it again for more details while not having to go to settings. Like it's more organized, more efficient, more reliable, while this one is just confusing and you have to do it manually. So in that case, I'm gonna go with the Galaxy. I'll be talking about the overall performance. The Galaxy has been such a loyal phone because throughout the years it has remained quite fast, and I mentioned there was a couple of glitches with the animations, but other than that it wasn't super slow to the fact that I wasn't able to have it for like another 2 years. It was actually quite good. It would never crash an app or nothing, only if I use it for a long time, of course, like any other phone, but it would never just like crash just for no reason. My camera died, so we're actually gonna record on the iPhone. On the other hand, the iPhone, I told you on my story time how basically my iPhone 8 Plus broke and literally stayed on the Apple logo. Maybe I didn't mention the Apple logo part, but like it didn't work anymore and I lost all my memories. So when I first got the phone, I was watching many TikToks saying that the iPhone 14 came out like really bad, that the camera kept glitching and like it kept vibrating and it was awful. And I honestly in my phone started seeing that it kept turning off black. Like when I use Instagram for a long time still, it kind of crashes in TikTok too, and I'm like, whoa, why is it crashing for no reason? Like I get scared that I'm gonna be phoneless again. So, you know, for that reason, I'm gonna go with Galaxy. Just because iPhone be glitching for no reason. Like you need to fix that. It has a lot of things in it in one phone, and that's why. But no excuses, Apple. You have loyal customers. Least you can do is fix the glitching. I promise that I was being completely unbiased here, based on my opinions, my preferences. I don't mean to upset any of you guys. Please don't hate me for choosing Samsung as the winner. The scores literally prove why. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like and subscribe. I have more fun content coming up that doesn't revolve around iPhone, I'm sorry. But if you still want to watch me just because you think I'm cool, I don't think I'm cool, but if you think that I'm like okay to watch, please subscribe. Thank you, bye.